Good evening, Zelda Randomizer fans, and welcome to a week 3 race between Billick and Kigalas. Joining me on comms tonight is Freedom Fighter 2020.
Hello, everyone. And we are about to set off. Oh, no, we're off.
Ooh, interesting start screen. That means, the wood sword will be right here. Funny special case in the code. You can't start on or record or to this screen right here that I call the lighthouse because you'd get stuck on a wall. So whenever the recorder or the start screen would want to put you up there, puts you one screen below. This is actually one of the nicer start screens in the flag set, actually. You could start in, 1Q3 or 1Q5. There's a nice group of open caves up here. 3 close by Armos. Pretty nice.
9 for the small secret. A little low, but hey, free money.
Yeah, I'm not calling it a nice seed yet. It's way too early. But I've seen worse start screens.
I've had worse. The one open cave that's one up and one to the right of excuse me, First Quest 8. That was my start screen. That's not bad, but you go to the left, one screen, blue and orange whiz robes.
Yeah.
And they did not play nice.
Looks like the Lionels stayed on the overworld and the Gurias came down. So this is interesting. Kigalas is screen wrapping to 1Q5 while Billick is checking, I'm going to call it the Greenwoods Armos. Billick wanting that Armos item as soon as possible. Let's see if he finds it. Yep, it's a heart container, but he found it.
And Kigalas gets the letter in 1Q5.
Yeah, letter and mags. 2 very interesting overworld checks right away. Oh, and a take any. All right. Okay, well, now that'll stay open without spending a bomb. All right. Oh, those are good take any's so far. I mean, any roads. Ooh, Billick finds level 5 in an open cave. Oh, that's actually a really good set of any roads. All right.
Yeah.
I think, Kigalas is going to go check this other Armos now because you'll never be closer. This is great. Oh, wait, no, but Kigalas already has the Armos item. Oh, and our tracker? Our tracker was paying attention. We have started with the recorder. I forgot to check.
Yes. Gibdos are in the overworld.
Yeah. So then what probably appeared in the dungeons? Oh, Gurias and Gibdos must have switched. Okay. Oh, slightly smaller medium secret. Not too great, but it's only 5. It's okay. It'll be the large secret that determines if this is a poverty seed or not. Ooh, I think Billick. I was going to say, Billick is going to give us a chance to peek the coast item, but then finds level 3 and probably gets distracted by it. Can we pirouette the top door open? Is this a shape? I don't think this is a shape yet. If this opens, okay, I think this could be a 1Q3. It's definitely not second quest.
No, that's a shape. That's a shape.
Yeah,
it doesn't go up right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as I saw that locked door on the north, and we're key blocked out of 3. So, shapes front half, yet another heart container on the overworld. That's interesting.
Yeah, Casino Corner is relatively nice, especially with a close any road versus one of the spots I've had to, which is the southwest corner.
Ooh! Big secret.
Laws would approve that secret. 141.
Wow. Lots of money to spend on things. There'll be 3 of those in this seed because first quest overworld rules in a mixed overworld. So lots of money for bomb upgrades, blue ring, pay mugger, buy everything. Buying hints if you find the book in this flag set. I've seen it matter. All right. Kigalas, I think, wanted to screen wrap I don't know, but they seem to have got stuck in the Lost Woods. Oh, since you're checking recorder spots, do you want to check 1Q7? I think they just realized it. No? Yes? No? Oh, they're going to the fairy fountain first. Okay, yeah. They have that recorder out, and they've been checking other recorder spots. So I thought maybe they were going to check 1Q7, check the recorder spot south of the Deadwoods.
He's going for a bomb pack on the Octrat, and he got it.
Love to get that global bomb pack. You're going to need it, because you can't force your first bomb. And odds are all your bomb shops are bomb blocked. Always count on that. As Fred knows.
16, if I did the math right, is the door repair.
Ooh. Okay, so slightly generous door repair with very generous large secret. I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there's our blue ring shop. 89 key. It's not a bad price for a key if you need them. Some seeds end up really key starved, and that can make a big difference. At least we've got the money to buy keys if that's what the seed needs.
Yes. And Billick is going for bombs off the Gibdos. They just want a hug. They got their hands open.
Yeah. Give them a hug. What could go wrong? They're only 2 hearts of damage. Ooh! Boomerangs are 1 hearts of damage, and that is exact change for Billick. Going all the way back to start.
That is not a nice... and there's like no warning whatsoever.
No. No, Gurias can turn on a dime and throw the boomerang in a direction they weren't even facing. Other enemies like Lionels will pause for a moment and tell you they're going to shoot. Even Wizrobes, slight pause before they shoot. Oh, speaking of getting shot, Billick dies to another projectile. That is rough. When you start with 3 hearts and the overworld enemies are doing 2 damage with a single projectile, you're pretty much just dead. Kigalas buying an early arrow. I like it. That's really interesting. Mm.
And that's what was at 1Q7 arrow shop.
So I always joke that in half of the seeds, you find the silver arrow before the bow, which, I mean, 50-50, right? So I don't know if that's actually true, but sure feels like it. So sometimes your arrow purchase is wasted, but let me tell you, when you get the extra white sword combat, even if there's no block, like, it helps so much. And the reason I like it is because this is a rich seed. Like, the players are going to have a lot of money, so shooting your money at enemies is a good play. Ooh, Kigalas finds a second big secret and knows where the blue ring shop is. Do they just want 255 arrows or the blue ring? Because remember, that red ring is fake. They have shuffled tunics on.
Yeah.
And now they can really buy that blue ring.
I suspect he'll go back, but then he's going to lose his red outfit.
It's true. It'd be funny if it randomized to green, since Kigalas is playing with the randomized tunics. Ooh! Billick waiting for the bomb door to open. Gets a white sword from a Lionel. Rude. If only that door had opened, wouldn't have been shot. Shot, stabbed. Ouch. Yep, Kigalas is going back for the blue ring. Great play.
He's just short.
Uh-huh. It's got to be something.
Well, let's see.
Can you borrow money from... Don't go this way. You can't go back. It's a one-way. Oh, okay. Ooh, Billick cashing in the letter. Wow, look at that. 50 and 57 for potion prices. Well, you're probably buying the Coke today.
Yeah, I would. Dang, these...
Oh, man.
These Gurias are ruthless. That's like his 4th death to a Guria.
Yeah, I was going to say, Billick trying to borrow some money from a Guria. Guria said no. Oh, there's a take any right there? 1-2 potion shop? Wow. So you could grab that candle. I'm surprised neither player's been in there. Because both players have been to the... or at least one of the players have been to the Armo spot above it. It's interesting. I just assumed both players checked it.
Because they came in kind of through the top, kind of like by the 1
What
Q
kind of
7.
8 is this? We got an 8. So far, it could be 1Q since we have a shapes front half. Okay, this is
It could
still
be
looking
2Q
1Q.
too.
It could be, yeah, because 2Q the spiral is on the bottom. I'm saying 1Q because I want to be nice to our runners. Um, their overworld is hard enough. The combat in
And that
this 8 already looks pretty soft. Hmm? You were
that
saying?
that, that staff also didn't see throw swords, so maybe it is 1Q.
Oh, good eye. Yeah, yeah. Because if it was 2Q, it'd be throwing swords. Absolutely. Yeah, this is.
Or
Oh,
snake.
the North. Oh, white sword this early. That's a big combat advantage. That's going to lead to them doing everything faster. Meanwhile, Kigalas finds 2, which is a great dungeon to find. Please don't be ladder blocked. Um,
It was in that one direction.
yeah. This is a shapes too, so I can't say anything until it's over. Pancake armor. Yeah, given that we've seen 4 rooms at the bottom of 8, and the one north door was in the correct spot, I think this is a 1Q8. So it's shapes on one part and 1Q in the second half. Pretty generous, you know. Anything without second quest dungeons, probably probably good. Now,
Yeah.
Kigalas.
So he's not going to have to worry as much about the red bubbles since they're not going to be here today.
Yeah, that's right. Still bought the
And
potion, maybe for safety reasons, but
I would too until he didn't, at the time, he didn't know, and it never hurts. Because Ganon, without a ring, does 4 hearts of damage if he stomps on you.
yep.
So,
And sometimes you end up fighting Ganon in a water-filled room like a Chevy or a moat, and it throws off everything you know about fighting Ganon.
rolled up Tektites is never fun either.
No. Kigalas
And desert
choosing to leave 2. I wonder if yeah, there we go. I've got the 250 now. Go right back into 2. Be like, I'm solving this problem one way or another. Nice. Kigalas earlier found a bomb pack in a Blue Land Molus room and had to nope out of it because it was in the top left corner. I thought that was funny. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say recorder block. Oh wait a minute, we started with the recorder. Never mind. Ooh, Kigalas doing the bomb strats. I love this for the Big Dogger. You place the bomb, then blow the recorder, and the time you spend blowing the recorder counts for the Dig Dogger timer, or the bomb timer. So it blows up and it immediately hits the Dig Dogger before it can fly away. Great strategy. And then if you have a 3-parter Dig Dogger, killing any one of the 3 parts and leaving the room saves the enemy is dead. So you only have to kill one of the parts. Ooh. Yep. So if you pay for a mugger with hearts at empty life, it just empties your HP. It doesn't drop you down to 2. I think that's wow. Any key.
Oh, any key, the
Oh.
key.
Well, now you can just pay for the
Oh.
next mugger by paying the keys. Oh man, that's wonderful. I wonder if Kigalas will run or if Kigalas will dig the second item. Arrow, blue ring, and any key. 13 minutes in feels pretty good though.
Yeah, blue ring. Very good purchase.
Yeah, looks like
He's
Kigalas
already
dig.
And he's already bought the arrows, so he doesn't have to worry about purchasing arrows later.
Yeah, yeah. The third big secret he finds is going to be his to keep. You know, so yeah, he's going to be rich.
43 is not bad for a candle price either.
No,
Billick
that's a. Oh, did Billick buy that blue candle?
He just bought one just now.
Oh, good. So that means when Billick finds the take any's, he's going to have 1 extra heart. I always say the correct blue candle to take is the first one you find. So,
yes.
Looks like Kigalas is not getting the second item out of 2 despite finding the map. I don't think it was key blocked. It had to have all come down to that ladder. Unless I missed it.
A hint shop. Now all we need is that book. And all these hints are going to be truthful, but not necessarily helpful.
Yeah.
You-
I love saying helpful hints, Fred. Helpful hints. Like Big Dogger gazes with the book in 5. Thanks. Which you can't even read unless you have the book. So, yeah. Or
That's
getting
fun.
hints like, yeah, level 3 is by the river. And you get this hint inside level 3. Like, yeah. Feels like there's a hint like that in every scene.
Oh,
That guaranteed unhelpful. Ooh, yes?
according to chat, there was a heart in 2.
Oh, thank you,
I
chat.
missed
Thank
that.
you. I missed it too. So that's why Kigalas left. Okay, so it wasn't blocked. They just full cleared it.
Yep.
Hearts are great when you have this few, not just for the white sword item, but for taking damage. You know. 9.
Doubles his money. Up
Yeah.
to 18.
I think Kigalas' overworld routing here is really interesting because Kigalas has been checking all of the recorder spots. Oh, look at those cheap bombs. Wow.
And it doesn't matter what key shop you get it from. 89 and 90, basically the same thing, but obviously Kigalas doesn't need it.
Yeah, not with that any key. Yeah, any key, blue ring, and arrows. 16 minutes in, so already spent all of his money in air quotes. I don't know why Kigalas didn't buy 2 bomb packs at that shop. Right?
He goes,
You just go back in, fill up to 8. I don't know.
I don't know. If he goes one room to the right from start, he'll get his white sword and he'll be happy. But yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that might negate the one advantage Billick has so far, which is Billick had that combat. You don't need the small key, you've got the whatever. There's no push block in a room that drops, right? Oh, but Kigalas doesn't know this is 1Q8. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, not yet. He's only seen 2 rooms so far.
Mm-hmm.
Could be second quest for all he knows. Now go to the right. Yeah, check that way. You'll be happy right here.
Yeah. Billick
He's
finding
like, thank
his
you.
first take any. Second take any. So at this point, if you're using Z trackers or Z helpers dungeon finder ability and you're tracking your maps, I think it'll tell you that, based on the rooms you've seen so far, this could be 1Q8. And I believe it is. So good Wallmaster check there. I believe when Billick checked that room, Billick didn't check for Wallmasters, and so if that had been a key item, Billick might have abandoned it.
236. Billick is almost there for the thing. Does he buy a key? He doesn't know about the any key being one screen over.
Yeah. All right, now you can get your blue ring. I'm a big blue ring purchaser myself. I buy it all the time.
And this is confirmation that it is First Quest 8.
All right.
With that map.
So
that's one of the things that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead. I think we're going to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's one thing. If I either in 7 or 8 or 1 through 6, I always like in the map just to confirm what set I have if I have a randomized setting and have to figure it out. It never hurts.
Indeed.
And
Billick not using the bomb strats, and you can see what kind of chaos ensues. Although Billick is using the room reset strats. Oh man, Killick bought that wood arrow, and look what he's doing with these Poles voices. Can you just throw the arrow at them? Please, game.
Stab it. Maybe that's another function for the book.
Book lets you throw arrows. Book does everything. Book lets you read hints, gives you boomstick, atlas.
And because Billick has 5 hearts, he doesn't want to spend the 1 heart to pay the mugger.
Oh no, because the any key was right on the other side of the mugger.
That's
And if I
right.
remember correctly, the price was hearts and keys. Oh, this could cause Billick to miss the any key. Oh, what an unusual turn of events. Because that any key could be critical for this seed, for all we know. Oh no.
That's right. And right now he hasn't found the white sword item, and that's anywhere from 4 to 6 hearts. If it's a 6 heart pickup, that means, and he spends the heart, then he's 2 away from it, rather than just
That's
1
right.
away.
Now, Billick did buy a candle for 40 something rupees, as you mentioned earlier. So that's kind of like getting an extra take any, I suppose. So Billick is kind of 1 heart ahead of Kigalas because Billick will probably take 4 heart containers or 3 in a potion over Kigalas. So in that sense, Billick has an extra heart to give up, but at this heart total, I wouldn't want to give it up either. I would full clear 2, make a note that my item is blocked, and then either save and quit to do a retry to pay the mugger, or yeah, actually that's exactly what I would do. There is no or. It's just it costs extra time though. Yeah.
Or maybe just the fact, I can't remember what room it is. Maybe there's a workaround in it, but probably not.
No, well, maybe.
Maybe. No, because I think they come in under the L at the top. Then you gotta go down and you gotta go up. No, that's required to get the any key.
Yeah. Well, maybe Billick will get a second small key and leave this 2 with 2 small keys. So then he can do the save and retry strat that I was just talking about to pay the mugger. Because if you pay 2 small keys to see what's on the other side of that mugger room and it's the any key, you're obviously not going to retry, right? You'll feel pretty good about that gamble. So I hope that's exactly what happens. Let's see if it does. Bombs. I dare you to pick up those bombs. I don't think so.
Actually, no. He can just walk across right here. It is not well, I don't know. Maybe.
Kigalas taking a banana. I like it.
He did pick up the banana. Okay.
It's a good item, especially this early. Stuns enemies. Sometimes you can get enemies that roll down. Like if a Keese or a certain Zals, maybe a Tektite, rolls down, the boomerang just straight up kills them. It's pretty fun.
And tracker tonight says there is no workaround.
Oh, it's a shoot room.
Furious, yeah, because of the shoot room.
Well, with the 3 small keys, maybe Billick will gamble on paying the mugger for the item, and he'll be glad he did because there's nothing better to trade 2 small keys for than the any key. So I'm still hoping. Oh wow, Billick kills that blue lamb molus pretty handily. No damage. Very nice. So Billick here is going to explore the far bottom right corner of the dungeon, trying to negotiate with that mug. Oh, book! Ooh, and Kigalas knows where the hints are. One of them is near an any road, so you could conceivably save, quit, save your money, buy the hints, reload to get your money back. Although we just discussed earlier, Kigalas doesn't need money anymore, having already possessed basically everything you could spend money on.
Yeah.
That's great for Kigalas, though, because this early in the seed, you're going to get fewer dud hints, you know? Because how often do you get hints that are like, oh, dig the white sword out of 8? And you're like, thanks. But of course, that's because you've already dug half the items before you pick up your book and pick up your hints. To get the book this early means that more of your hints are going to be quality. Love it.
I think he's going to spend the keys.
I hope he does. Or if he does a save and quit, I know it's such a hard decision. He doesn't know how high payoff this is. Do a save. Okay, do a continue, but then do a save.
I don't know. Pick up the Triforce. Then save, then come back and retry if you don't like the item.
Yeah, because with the recorder, you can flute back here. Yes, yeah. So do a save, quit, recorder, pay the 2 keys, get the 1 item. It's your any key. Celebrate. Love it. That's how I want to
Yeah.
see it.
And he's deciding not to. He'll come back for that one room. I don't blame him for making this decision. He doesn't know.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know. It could just as easily be a heart container. It could be
The blue banana. I mean, it could be something that he doesn't care about.
yeah. Ooh, Kigalas finds the 3rd large secret and immediately does a save and quit. I think that means hint shop. Because Kigalas was just 2 screens left of here and 1 screen up when he quit. So I think that means he's got plans for that money.
Yeah.
Let's see if I'm right. Going to Candle Row? No. Candle Row is one of the hint shops. Have we seen the second one? I forget.
A little too early for mags. With only 4 hearts. If only. I honestly forget where the other hint shop was. Checking a second quest recorder spot. It does open.
Nice take.
Take any. Going for the heart.
I believe both players found the mag spot in 1Q5 or somewhere in the Lost Hills around there. Maybe the waterfall, if I'm forgetting.
It's the Armos that's 1 screen over from second quest.
Okay.
First quest 2.
Oh, okay. That close to start. Okay, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
that with mags being that close to start, we might see a play. Gliok lurks by a lake. That's a useful hint. Ooh, wizards. Oh, you've got white sword. Let's see what the enemies rolled. Up, down. Do you kill the red wizrobes and try to re-roll the screen? Oh, I'm in the blue ones.
All the enemies are either could be vanilla, could be +2, -2, or anywhere in between the plus and minus. Blue dark nuts are 8. I didn't see how many times he hit it. It was at least 3.
Oh, wow. More combat.
Wand.
So this is really interesting with Billick having the wand and Kigalas having the book, because you don't want both. Kind of a joke, but no, you don't want both. So, great. That's a great find. Oh wait, I messed that up. Kigalas does have both. Well, I guess you still take it. The book, of course, lets you read the hints, which that Gliok hint earlier was very good. This is going to be a connector and a shapes 5. Kigalas beating the rule of 5, which says that your first staircase is always going to be the connector, not the one that you want. Pretty rare. Oh, Billick finds 3.
Back
Do you
in
remember if we've seen
3.
3?
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Yeah, it was key blocked. Oh, it was key blocked.
And the one person that didn't pick up any key. Oh, you never know. This could be a key heavy seed too.
It could be. It could be.
This could be one of the seeds where both runners, if you don't pick up the any key, each one could have 20 keys going into 9.
Oh yeah, I've seen 13 in this tournament. Billick being very careful with these blue wizrobes here, choosing to stay in the doorway. Even with the blue ring, I believe they still do 1 heart of damage. But more importantly, they teleport into you at a moment's notice. You want to generally stay behind them when you fight them, because they can teleport any direction except straight backwards. So they can teleport on any of the 4 diagonals and any direction that they're not facing. Ooh, that's a nice room. Rupee boss and a Triforce and an open stair. I thought we removed most open stairs. Ooh, Billick thinking about the blue banana? Yeah, both racers taking a banana tonight. Let's go. Ooh. Kigalas just did the math to figure out how many blue wizrobes it takes to defeat the blue ring. It's kind of a large 5, too. I mean, 6 is going to be a little bit bigger than that.
That is a interesting shape too.
Yeah, name that ink blot. I'll save mine till after. Yeah, Wizrobes and Darknuts in the same set. Panzer Dave, this is your fault. Yep. And because Dave rolled the seed, that's going to be the enemy set for level 9 too. Oh man, that's a nasty room without the ladder because you can't just cut across the moat. Oh, thanks for the dead end mugger room. Oh, you have the any key. Now can we sneak to the left and bomb that wall open, or is the... Why would you bomb the manhandler instead of the wall? Oh. Oh,
That's
thanks,
why.
game. Well, at least you got
Because
the
it
information.
could have a floor drop.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get it. There may have been other ways to kill that manhandler without a bomb. Yeah, that one room on the side won't be important. I'm sure Kigalas won't regret it. Was the cheap bomb shop near here? I think it was. I think it was 2 screens to the left in that open cave south of the desert. So maybe Kigalas could go buy those cheap bombs and go back. Seems like an okay thing to do. Okay. Killing the blue dark nuts, or Lionels. The blue Lionels drop bombs, so I think that's what Kigalas wants. I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, but these Lionels play with knives and swords.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Oh, that's an ink blot for level 3. So yeah, 5 is big, 3 is small. Interesting.
And what do we have under first quest 2? Or second quest 3? Level 9.
Wow.
Oh, we know what. Oh, we know what item is not in level 9, and it's guaranteed not to have the recorder.
That's right. So our starting item is in one of levels 1 through 8, which means there's a dead check somewhere. Good call.
Yep.
Because
the ladder could be a 9.
Oh, yeah, ladder could be a 9. Haven't seen a reason why it couldn't be yet. We know the coast item is a heart, and we've seen one other heart container blocked by the ladder in 3, was it? So, yeah, no reason it couldn't be a ladder in 9 seed. That's correct.
Oh, okay. So, wait. Fury rolled the seed, but Dave blessed the seed.
Mm-hmm.
I can claim innocence.
Kigalas entering 2 items in 3. All right, so we're done with 3 now. Just had a pair of heart containers.
The blue banana and a heart.
But wait, that was a heart over there. What about the heart in the moat with the manhandler that was bombed? Was that 5? That was 5.
That was 5.
Okay.
That was
I got them confused. Yeah, they're both green levels, I believe. That's why, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 has a wand and a heart, and 3 has a blue boomerang and a wand and a heart. Got it. Kigalas gonna use the any key to go the wrong way. Ladder blocked out of blue dark nuts. It's like we're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there. Trust us. So let's see how quickly Kigalas gets through this 3. I'm sure he's going to want to dig both items because this early in the seed, you're missing bow, you're missing silvers. You probably still want the ladder, and the power bracelet could still be required. So, I mean, you still need all sorts of items. You're going to dig a small 3. If Kigalas goes 1 screen right, I think they'll find the map. Oh, chose the triangle instead. I mean, hey, it's a health refill. I'm sure Kigalas is going right back in. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Billick, meanwhile, down to 1 key in this combat-heavy 5.
The same enemy set as 3.
Yeah.
Wizrobes, Dark Nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. I think Wizrobe's Dark Nuts might be worse than Wizrobe's Lionels. I don't know. It's kind of a personal choice there, which one's worse, but yeah, that's a gross enemy set. I suppose it could be worse with 2.
The Lionels will throw stuff at you, the Dark Nuts won't.
That's true. It's true. Dark Nuts can be tanky. Dark Nuts can still do a lot of damage. Billick gets his wand. Already has the white sword, so at least the players have got plenty of offense. And thanks to the blue ring defense, that will help. Dodongo dwells by a lake. Yeah. We knew.
Yeah, old news.
I was gonna say, fighting blue Wizrobes in a grid is a worst case scenario, and Kigalas takes 3 rapid hits by that blue Wizrobe before it could even say it. That's rough.
What stopped Kigalas from getting the Triforce in 5?
I think he just hasn't found it yet. It might. Yeah, I think Kigalas' first dig in the 5, he died, and then decided to come back later, and now is later. Maybe just saving the Triforce until the end if he has seen the room. He's probably going to try to dig both items out of it, but as we saw, the floor item is in a Manhandla moat room, which is really difficult to kill that Manhandla in. Kigalas did do a great job to bomb that Manhandla, and then use projectiles to finish it off. Just to get the information on the heart container, even though he couldn't pick it up.
But it's one less. It is one less level. Level 5 is complete as far as he's concerned for items, so he knows the silver and bow are not going to be there.
Oh, 8 blue Wizrobes in a 4 Demos room. Oh no. No.
You know that's where the Triforce is.
Is it really? Oh man.
Well, I mean, come on. Dave rolled the seat. Or no, Dave blessed the seat.
Maybe that's why both players left the Triforce. Maybe that room is required and they're just going to come back later. Man, that's rough. 8 blue Wizrobes in a purely open room is already kind of hard. To add the corner shooters is really rough, especially when you're on. I'm going to call it low hearts because they'd have to fill up. Like when you're on low hearts, it's because you probably got sent back to the start of the dungeon with 3 hearts. Blue ring doesn't help enough when you have 3 hearts. It's 6, a new dungeon. Haven't seen it yet.
And Billick has found level 9, so they both know where 9 is. Possible ladder block. At least ladder inconvenience, if anything.
The 6 should have... Oh, raft. Okay, well, that's one of the least interesting, but still technically possibly required items we could find. It opens 2 overworld checks, which could be hiding a dungeon, could be hiding door repairs. More often than not, they're hiding door repairs and small secrets, and shops who already found copies of elsewhere. But once in a while, they hide a dungeon that you need, and then it goes from bad to required. So, can never say no to it. Ooh.
Unless you have everything, but that's, I mean...
Yeah, true. If you have everything, then you can say no to it.
Yeah. But we don't know where the white sword item is. We don't know where it is or what it is yet.
I would love to see white sword silvers. I've seen it before. Ooh, another take any or mugger that Kigalas can
laugh at and say, "Here's 2 of my infinite keys." Billick won't be able to do that. He'll be frustrated.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that mugger was on the right side of the level. It may not be required. You may be able to get around it.
But that's a transport. If you can't,
Yeah.
if that's the only way into the transport, and that transport's required to get to the Triforce.
Kigalas finds a heart on the floor, so Kigalas has already done both items out of 6, just a mere 6 or 7 rooms in. I feel like Kigalas has barely explored anything. So it's a fast 6 if you pay the mugger for the mugger room. I predict Billick will go north instead and like explore the entire northern half of the E instead of paying the mugger for a mere 2 rooms, even though the mugger for the 2 rooms is gonna have the goods. Bit unfortunate for Ooh, okay, it's not. I was looking at Billick's map and Kigalas' Chevy room, and I'm like, is it a block? Where did that connector go? But no, this is not a block in its current location. Now, if Billick
But
finds,
that's inconvenient.
yeah, it's very inconvenient. If Billick finds a block here, no, just gels.
No, but that was a compass in that Chevy room.
Oh, was it? Oh, I missed the
Yes.
compass. I was so focused on the Chevy. Huh. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're here, freedom fighter. Yeah. Okay, so would have loved to have had that compass, but
Yeah, that's what I meant by inconvenient. No ladder, and the compass is in a spot where you can't get at. Well, they can at least go north. Well, Kigalas took the transport. I don't think Billick saw the mugger yet. He's
Not
been
yet.
pretty much on the left side of the level.
Yeah, left and heading north to Kigalas' current position, whereas Kigalas got into 6 first and explored the chin down there of the E. Yeah, the letter E has a chin now. I love shapes.
It's like the Jay Leno chin.
Yes, the Jay Leno chin.
Oh.
This is the third
useless
quest,
room.
level 1. Yeah, that's right. The useless room, the big box, never drops an item. I really hope Triforce isn't blocked so we can keep the ladder and 9 dream alive. Just Kigalas here being very careful not to pick up that clock, because that would spoil the Wallmaster room. And nothing in it. Well done, though. Yep, Kigalas knows this room is always empty. Deftly dodges that Wallmaster.
Triforce.
Ooh, Billick finds the Triforce before Kigalas does. So now Billick has got 1 item out of 6, but is missing the floor drop on the other side of the mugger. Says, nah, I'm good. I don't blame him. Billick explored.
The mugger wasn't required. It was required for the transport.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. So the mugger is not required for the item, but Billick would have to explore way more of the 6. Kigalas is basically explored so much of the 6 that if Kigalas didn't find the second item so early, I think Kigalas may have just gone back for it, because Kigalas saw just about everything. Billick, however, spent way less time in that 6. However, did leave 1 item behind. We know it's a heart container. But at the end of the seed, when players are deciding, do I dive 9 or not, that will weigh on Billick's mind, but Kigalas will have the conscience of knowing it's done. Meanwhile, Kigalas walking around at full money, not buying hints, not buying keys. There's really nothing else to buy. Yeah! Right as I say that. Magic Shield. All right, let's go.
I've been beat up by a couple of Wizrobe rooms.
Lionel sword beams. Hey, those corner shooters I was talking about. I call them Beamos because Zelda. There we go. Already using that magic shield. Heck yeah. When you're this rich, and we were just talking about how Kigalas has nothing to spend money on. Yeah, buy a magic shield. That's great.
Okay, so what levels have we not seen so far? Oh, well, 7?
7. 1 and 4.
Oh, wow. 1 and 4 we're missing.
We haven't seen Death Mountain. We haven't seen any Power Bracelet. checks. I think Kigalas just checked that raft spot. Heart container is there in 7.
And
Where's
this
our
is
stuff?
first quest 7 too.
That's right. That's right.
So it's 33 rooms of lots of searching.
Yeah, 33 rooms of fun, and you found the staircase item early on, so you're looking for the floor drop, which is a less good scenario. This room only drops in level 1, I think. I don't think it drops in 7, but why not clear it? It's also hard to keep all those. Oh, connector? Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the transport. And Wizrobes, why not?
Oh, Gliok lurks with the red candle, so that crosses off one of our 2 items in 4. Good hint. What do we got? Manhandle threatens with the magic boomerang. I think Kigalas didn't know that.
No, he did. He decided not to pick it up.
And 1 has our useless recorder. All right. So that's good. Unfortunately, I think Kigalas was going to dig all 3 items out of level 1 anyway. But it's good to have that information in 4, because if you find 1 item in 4 and it's not the red candle, you can just scram. And maybe if you find the other 2 items out of 1, still nice.
Hey, the other 2 items in 1 could be the Ganon kill kit of bow and silvers.
Yeah, that's right. Then you don't have to keep digging it for that recorder,
Oh. Just tringle and go. 117.
That would be the other thing to spend money on. I like Kigalas buying the magic shield, but that would be the other thing I'd want to buy. Is those bomb upgrades. Kigalas only finding his 7th heart. Wow.
And
well dodged by Billick.
And he didn't save and retry, so he's out all that money. But I mean, it's a big money seed. Most of his purchases are basically over.
Yeah, I don't think Kigalas will have trouble buying the second hint shop if he chooses to. He should know it's on Candle Row. I don't think he's gone back to purchase it. Oh, he's cashing in the raft right away. Interesting play. I mean, good. You got the raft. Use the raft, because if there's something good behind it, then you'll get it before your opponent does.
And the other raft spot had a docking fee.
4!
Level 4
in its vanilla spot!
Level 4 stayed at home.
Remember what I said about the raft? How most of the time there's just crap behind it, and you end up hating the raft, except for that time when there's a level behind it, and it goes from D tier to S tier required. Level 4 stayed at home. So Kigalas has that clue saying half of this dungeon, or half of the items are not required. One of them's the red candle. Still looking for potentially the other item and a Triforce. Wow.
Yeah, the red candle's probably going to be in this room too. Oh, there's a meat block.
It could be, a typical useless meat block. I was going to say the red candle could have been the floor item. Good call, though. No. You were right.
No, because you get the hint. I was just playing it off. You get the hint. Well, that's the first time you're going to find, so it's going to be kind of a useless hint.
Fair enough. Yeah, the game knows. You're right. It will only ever hint for the first item you find in a dungeon. That's true. That's true. I'm joking, of course, but am I really? Because that's how these seats go. That had the possibility to be a ladder block. Now we've got plenty of other ways around here. It could be one room ladder blocked.
The odd levels have all had Wizrobes and Dark Nuts.
Yeah, we may have already spent all of our use of that enemy set, so now they won't be in 9. But that just makes the rest of the seed that much harder. Wow.
Or interesting in a way.
Yeah, that's right. Harder is from the player's point of view. Interesting is what us viewers say. Ooh, those red ones rolled up. Red Wizwobes normally don't survive a bomb hit like that.
It's probably 5 HP. Well, it's either 5 or 6. We just don't know. And that's a shape.
That sure is.
Like a Tetris piece still trying to fall into that spot.
Yeah, it would fit in so perfectly if only it fit in. Ooh, Kigalas died in a Gleeok room. So the Gleeok room will obviously drop in 4 because that's its job. That's what the heart container is in for. So,
for a second there, I thought the meat block was required because it's one room directly below the Triforce room.
Oh, that would have been so good, but instead this key door is gonna bail Billick out. Yeah.
Yeah, he bombed one room to the left, bombed up, and now there's a key door, so meat block useless. Yeah. Almost delicious.
Whew. Kigalas face tanking to get that clock, gets the clock, now gets a free clear of this room.
And what is in here? Some more Wizrobes.
Yeah.
And a quad shooter.
Yeah. Could be worse than red Wizrobes. Oh, and a clock. Never mind. But the corner shooters do make it a little bit more complicated. Never mind. It's got a clock.
Yeah, and I that wasn't a Y force. It kind of was, but he was going for it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a connector to the newly created segment. That could be where our floor drop in 4 is. Could be where our Triforce is. This race has been real interesting so far. The two runners having slightly different overworld paths. Actually, very different overworld paths. Water everywhere, but ladder not required. And, oh, there's our white sword item at last. So all 3 overworld items. Oh, bow on the floor in the segment of 4. Oh, baby. Kigalas finally gets to put that red arrow he purchased to use. Yeah, that's huge. Also, blue Wizrobes everywhere. Hi, Dave. I see you're in chat. You caused this even though you didn't roll the seed.
Yeah,
oh man.
You've been told that you blessed it and cursed it. You did bless it. Okay.
Dave, there's been Wizrobes everywhere. I think of the 5 dungeons, well now 6 dungeons players have done. Each player has done a different 5 dungeons, I'll put it that way. Neither player has done dungeon 1. Billick has not done 4, and Kigalas has not done 7. But of the we've already seen the Wizrobe Dark Nut enemy set in 4 dungeons. So that's mean.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't found level 1 yet. So
no, yeah. We haven't checked most of West Death Mountain. We have checked most of the recorder spots. We have checked both wrap spots.
Well, Billick just checked West Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, he's starting to. Oh yeah, is starting to now or has already checked everything?
He's just finishing up. He made the loop over.
Oh, he's at the end of his loop. Okay, I guess I've been watching Kigalas' screen for too long. Thank you. So in that case,
I think I have it right.
Yeah. Oh, you were right. Yeah, so level 1, that's our last dungeon. And that's the end of our overworld checks.
Yeah, power bracelet not required. Early Triforce. But you have to check the level. Even though we got the hint for the recorder that we already have is in here.
I don't think Billick even bought the hint. I think Kigalas bought the hint. So Billick is going to dig all 3 items. Which, I mean, I would anyway. Yeah.
But will he burn the recorder if he sees it?
Red ring.
Red ring.
Wow, okay. Good stuff. We'd still love to see bow or silvers. Now, we know it can only be silvers because Kigalas has the bow, but... Ooh, Kigalas buys a potion. Like we were saying, Rich Seed, buy a potion, buy a magic shield, buy a blue ring, buy a red arrow, and buy hints without retrying. That's how rich this seed is. I wish I knew how much money Kigalas spent on this seed, because it is a lot.
It's an expensive
That's
bait shot that's not required. Oh, we could have a... No, it could be an item, but not the Triforce. We've already seen it.
Yeah. The grid does drop in level 1. It drops in a weird, unique spot just off the corner, but, you know. That said, Goma blocked silvers is on the table. I would feel so bad if that were the case, because that would mean you had to go to 4 before going to 1. I don't blame Billick for checking for push blocks in 1, because with shapes, anything's possible. There was a push block in 2, so may as well give it a push, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Did we see both items in 7?
I don't believe so. We saw the stair item, which was a heart, and the floor item I don't think popped up. As Dave said, nice blow blocking the whistle. Yeah, that would be the best case scenario right there. Worst case scenario is Billick doesn't know that, and then decides to re-dig level 1 later, just to get the most disappointing drop ever. What's this shape? It is not segmented. So now that we found a staircase item, we won't be seeing any more blocks push. Unless they're for shutter doors.
It kind of looks like an Among Us, dude.
It does. I didn't want to say it, but it absolutely does. This level is sus.
It is very sus. He's spending keys. This is probably going to be the recorder.
Yeah. Actually, now, Kigalas found the any key in 2 very early in this race, if you're just tuning in. You called it! You called it! Thanks, Games. That means Goma is probably blocking the 3rd item that is good or a heart container. Oh, Kigalas now diving 7, also finds the stair item early. Let's see if Kigalas finds that floor drop, and God forbid it's silvers, because that would mean Billick left it behind.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for Circle Moat Room. Silver's in that, but the ladder in 9.
Yes! Yes, let's go! I want to see that too, because I'm not playing. Love to see it. Heart was found in 1. Oh, thanks, Beefs. Okay, so... never mind, that Goma's not doing anything in 1. Well... But the dream was fun. So... where is Power Bracelet then? We found everything in 1, everything in 2, everything in 3 and 4, 5 and 6. We left 1 item in 7.
Probably in level 9.
Yeah, did we even see the 3rd item in 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
If we saw the
banana, buck, and white sword.
So that means our level 9 items have to... No, but then where's silvers? 7! No. So do we only have 3 undiscovered items, and they're silvers, ladder, and power bracelet? Because we've seen Armos, we've seen Toast, we've seen white sword.
A handful of hearts. How many take-any's has Billick seen?
Lost track. So both players have taken heart containers from every take any they've seen. They've never chosen anything except Kigalas took a candle from the first one. Billick bought a candle, so took heart containers. But I don't think they've seen all 4. Neither player has seen all 4. We did have
probably TV blocked.
Yeah. We did have at least 1 heart container in a moat room where the players couldn't pick it up. So that counts as information that wouldn't be reflected on their life bar or tracker. Um, good potion by
looking at
Kigalas.
Kigalas's tracker, all he has left to dig is Death Mountain.
Okay. Well, hopefully Kigalas goes to, I'm going to call it the level 9 segment of Death Mountain before going to West Death Mountain, because that's where the level is. Mm.
But the what?
Yeah, the East
but
Death Mountain, you're right. It's a better name for it.
Yeah, West Death Mountain is where the White Sword heart was.
Which, if you found every level, you might keep digging for the White Sword item, because it would feel bad if silvers were your White Sword item, and you kept digging dungeons because you never found the White Sword. So I would keep digging for the White Sword item. It's probably less of a dig too at this point, you know. So, that room could have had a floor drop. I don't necessarily want it. If that's where the silvers are, that's rude. If that's where the ladder is and ladder ends up being required, that's rude. We've seen everything but floor and 7 and 9 items, so Fury confirming that this seed is very interesting. That means one of silvers or ladder has to be in 9. Possibly both. Wow.
Well, hey, maybe my dream of silvers in a circle mount room in 7 and ladder in 9 is still alive.
Yes. Both players have made great time on this seed, considering the combat and considering the very large shapes. I think an hour for half the Triforces is very good. I think didn't Billick get that Triforce out of 1, or am I misremembering? Was it blocked by something? I think Billick might have a 5-4 lead, technically. Although I hesitate to call either runner in the lead. This is really close.
No, he according to his tracker, he's got it.
Okay, cool, yeah. And then I believe Kigalas also got the Triforce out of 4 when getting the bow. So actually, it's not. Yeah, these runners have made even better progress. No. Yeah, this is great.
Well, Kigalas's tracker does not have 4 marked.
I'm looking at their tracker. They only have 3 marked on their own tracker. They don't have 2, 6, or 8 marked either, right? So I mean, maybe Kigalas just isn't marking things. I don't remember Kigalas being blocked.
No, Kigalas has 2, 3, 6, and 8 marked.
Oh, okay. So 4 might be blocked then? I guess I missed that. Very important information.
4 was very frustrating with blue Rizworms, so.
Yes. Yeah, was that the dungeon with the 8 blue Wizrobes in a 4-corner shooter room? Because that was mean. And then other rooms with multiple blue dark nuts? Yeah. Yeah, about that. Thanks, Dave. You blessed this seed. It didn't just roll Wizrobes and dark nuts in 4 different dungeons. It rolled high quantities of them. There's no room with just 3. No, it's always 6 or 8 every time they show up. Terrible seed.
Yeah, but Dave will confirm that I've given him some evil ideas too on stuff. Let's go. Goes up the stairs after getting bopped by a couple bats. Yes, you have. LOL. All right. Billick is digging out. He's looking for the book and the boomerang.
Yeah, Billick must be thinking, surely my ladder is here. Surely my bow or silvers is here. And the answer to all of the above is no. Now, Kigalas hasn't purchased the hints from the second hint shop on Candle Row, so Billick might take this book and go buy those. I might see Billick go buy all 6 hints, and that could give Billick information on dungeons he hasn't dug yet.
Did you see the hint? Did you see the hint on 7?
I don't. I remember a hint on 4 having the red candle, a hint on 1 having the recorder, and what was the other hint?
No, I'm sorry. The hint, the old man, just 2 rooms ago. The
Saying
level you're in is on Death Mountain.
thanks, game, much appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah. I was joking about that earlier, Guria grumbles with the book. You're like, well, I couldn't read that hint without the book. Again, Fred says they're helpful, not useful. And actually, I'm not even so sure they're helpful.
They're truthful.
Yeah, they're truthful. That's right. That's right. We should call them truthful hints because that's actually the real deal.
Not necessarily helpful because, yeah. Well, here's the book.
Can't wait to see what Billick does with this book. It could save a lot of time over digging.
Kigalas is about to get his white sword heart, so that will put one thing to rest for him.
Yeah. Now, Kigalas, I don't think saw the floor drop in 7 unless it was quick. I am listening to the stream muted, so I guess I'm not listening to the stream because it's muted. So I miss pickup items. But
yeah, I'm not hearing the music either, so it's fine.
Yeah, Kigalas' tracker has nothing on 8, only half of 3, and only half of 7. So Kigalas is pretty close to knowing that something good is in 9.
Possibly something useless is in 9 too with the power bracelet.
But Billick's tracker, on the other hand, has, well, it's really small to read, but
after 20% you get 25. Small. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Billick on his tracker has filled out levels 1 and 3, but not 2 and 4. I think signaling that he thinks he's left an item behind in either of those dungeons. Plus, his level 8 says only a book. I don't know. I don't know what that means on Billick's tracker. Oh yeah, because Billick hasn't even seen 4 yet. Right, I got the runners backwards. So Billick 2, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, I think Billick might think he's done with 7. Which he could be if I missed a second item being a floor heart. So yeah,
well, he doesn't have anything filled out for his floor drop. Okay. It's 33 rooms of nonsense.
Yep. Nobody likes a 1Q7.
No one.
And the worst part of 1Q7, we get to check this Goma. We know it's not going to be anything, but we get to check the Goma. It's very tough to get all 3 silvers in, assuming boss HP isn't randomized in this flag set. So, it will always be 3. Ooh! Hit its legs.
Billick looks by a lake?
I guess technically it does.
And
it's kind of in the middle of the lake. So Billick is digging. Go on.
Billick better hopes the Triforce is not in this room. He's also out of keys.
Yes. So yeah, Billick, remember, left the any key in 2, which was a big difference in the seed. Kigalas, very early in the seed, there was a any key in 2 blocked by a mugger room. And the mugger wanted a single heart or 2 keys. And Kigalas chose to pay the mugger with the heart because he only had 3. And that let Kigalas get the any key very, very early in the seed, I think like 5 or 10 minutes in. Billick, however, got to level 2 a bit later with 5 hearts, chose not to pay the mugger, and that's why Billick's tracker for level 2 is not filled out. Billick left an item behind there. It's the any key. It actually hasn't slowed Billick down too much, which is what I was hoping. I would hate for that to single-handedly decide the seed. So far, it hasn't, but they're going to want that thing soon. And honestly, at this point, I would kind of want to dig that too, just to know, is it my ladder? Is it my bow? What's going on here, you know?
Well, Billick just got some good news. It's not that quad shooter 8 witchrobe room.
And
It still could be a different one, but
yeah,
it's not going to be that one. It's up in the nose.
What a relief. I expect Kigalas will get the same information too. Very smart of both runners to put this dungeon off until they got the red ring. The combat in this dungeon was really nasty. Shutter doors everywhere, forcing you to clear things, and that, like this room, it's only, I say only in air quotes, 5 blue wizrobes and a shutter room. Like, why?
I would have spent that first bomb up. Yeah, you got both items, or you know what the both items are. Just take it and get out of here.
Okay, good. If that didn't open, it was connector required. So.
Ooh. This was almost, if that was a double moat room, that was almost ladder required.
You know, given how much leeway the players were afforded without the ladder, it's really starting to feel like this is a rare ladder and 9 seed, because you can get so much done. In fact, if it weren't for, high five on the Triforces. If it weren't for both players noping out of the combat in 4, we might have confirmation that ladder is not required, or not required until 9, which would be extra spicy. So Kigalas found the white sword on Death Mountain. I believe Kigalas has full information now. Knows where all 4 dungeons are, 4, 5, 7, and 9. It's just a matter of what order do you clean them up in, and what do you gamble on being in 9, which there's really nothing to gamble. It's just 3 items, 7, 9, and 9 are our last 3 items. Billick finally getting awkward news. Billick's like, really? This is a place? If I were Billick, level 2 was on Candle Row nearby. Please go get the any key out of. Yeah. Oh, Kigalas
he doesn't know because we haven't seen a hint. He just stumbled on it.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, Billick knows there's a single check in level 2, and with this few checks left in the race, maybe. I mean, it's going to turn out to be the any key, which is never required, but
I mean.
Don't forget about
one key. He's got 1 key, and he's looking at 3 key doors so far.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous. And with the recorder, I said, you can always get back to that 2 anytime you want, but he never has. Here's look at this pure chaos room. Oh my gosh. So I don't know what Kigalas is looking for. We found...
Oh, he doesn't know where the Triforce is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Billick that picked up the Triforce. Oh my gosh, silly me. Good use of the mirror shield and the red ring. Taking a lot of damage. Wow, gets through it. That room... Somebody clipped that room. That was a gnarly room. Honestly, done pretty fast. I mean, I know he took a lot of damage, but damage doesn't matter when you can do it fast. When you up A, you lose all your hearts anyway, so it's just a resource you can spend. I think that was pretty good by Kigalas.
Kigalas, that was a good room. The compass, I believe, was 3 rooms to the right of this room, and like a room up, in an easy combat room too.
Yeah.
There's that heart that's teasing them.
Wow, so that's a dead end staircase. That room to the left, in the O column there of board. That's really funny.
Well, not to him.
Yeah. spent a bomb
Oh.
on it, but yeah.
Oh, did he? Billick found the Triforce in a blue wizard room. Fortunately, it's sitting on the floor,
That
so
means
no
it'll be-
combat. You just gotta
it'll be
play dodge the beams.
Still, with neither bow or silvers, Billick has got to dig. He's got to find the bow, and if I remember correctly, a heart.
He's gotta go back a couple rooms for the bow.
Hopefully he gets
Because
there.
after the transport, it was the room that was to the south after the transport.
Yes,
And
I think you're right.
And he just went to the left rather than go down. Well, you see the key. You know it's not there. You want the key because you only have one.
Right?
You go back to level 2 before you go into 9. Yeah, go down, get the bow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially because you're going to be missing one of silvers or ladder before going into 9, or both. So you definitely dig that last item out of 2 before you go into 9. I just hope Billick gets that any key out of 2. Maybe before then, if it would help him dig every other dungeon fast. Oh, one bomb short of claiming the Triforce. Please don't have to do all that difficult combat again. Oh, that's rough. Spent a potion just to be bomb blocked. You hate to see it. Billick, meanwhile,
bomb droppers.
Yeah, right here. Billick taking the lead on Triforces.
7-5.
What an exciting race it's been. Been totally unable to call where all the items are, except for where you called the recorder. And man, silvers and ladder outstanding until the final 3 item checks. Whew. We've seen a magic shield purchase. We've seen hints purchased. We've seen an arrow purchased.
He doesn't have to do this room, I don't think. I think he can go down and around and up.
I think so too. I don't know why he thinks this room is required. If he can clear it, it might be technically shorter. Of course, he doesn't want to spend bombs. Yeah. Okay, so he chooses to save the room.
Well, that room's not any better.
Yeah. Try to go right 3 times and then up. Cleon lurks by a lake. Yeah. Can you go right up? That would be better. Or maybe right up, right. A lot of generous bomb walls in this fight.
Try to go right. Try to bomb to the right side.
I'm going to give Kigalas the benefit of the doubt and assume he already has. That's a good bomb. That's a good bomb. Place another one there. Yeah! Well done. Billick buying an arrow. 1 hour 17 in, we see an arrow purchase. I mean, yeah, we've seen neither the bow nor the arrow. It could be, for all he knows, it could be required. Could also just be offense.
He's back in 6. He's got to go straight to the right for the floor drop heart.
I do like this play. Go on.
Yeah, it's in the top room under the dash, I believe.
Yep, you're right. And what we were calling earlier the J. Lennoxian. I believe you coined that phrase. Yeah. Yes. Kigalas got that Triforce out of 5. Second try. Yeah, there was a mugger room nearby, but there was a path around the mugger room. I do like this play with Billick going back into 6 to dig the item because there are so few. I've already been here. There are so few places left to look for anything. But if you're gonna dig 6, why don't you dig 2?
It's just that one room, but it's a mugger. That's the difference. He doesn't want to give up the heart.
Yeah.
Can he bomb here?
Would that get you around it? Ooh, I think that gets you around it. No, you have to pay another key. Maybe a key will drop in this room and bail him out.
Oh, this is the transport.
Darn. That's not
This
going to be
is
helpful.
transport north.
Yeah, Billick knows it.
Kigalas going on back to 4.
I mean, Kigalas has to. It's one of the 2 dungeons he's still missing the Triforce in. And I think Kigalas is the person with the most information. Knows that, I believe, our 3 items are in 7, 9, and 9. So that's also interesting. So that means we know where all the heart containers are. Yet, look at the heart containers our players have. There it is. Billick did find a way around it. Good.
Oh, he played the mugger because he had the
Oh,
any
we paid the
key.
mugger.
He had
No,
the
no,
any
no.
key at this.
Billick.
No, I mean Kigalas. Yeah, you're right. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
He
Kigalas
paid
had
the
the any
heart.
key. Yeah. It's interesting how we found all the heart containers in this seed, yet our players cannot pick up mags. The ability to obtain the silver arrow. Where was level 9? Where was level 7?
Recorder.
Recorder Lake, 1Q2, 2Q3. So silvers are a 9. Because 7's not recorder blocked. Did 7 even have dig doggers in it? If 7 didn't even have dig doggers in it, then that's the only way the old man can give you a hint for silvers, because there's no like Ganon guards the silver arrows hint. It has to be described in terms of an item block. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, it's not that surprising. There was already a 66% chance of silvers a 9. So
It's
okay, yeah. But
but Chad is true in what they're saying. We didn't see all of 7. I'd say we'd only seen about 19 rooms at the most out of the 33.
Yeah. That's true. 7's item could actually be completely unguarded, except for the fact that it's in 7, which counts as plenty guarded.
And Billick's back in 7.
This is a brave dig. I don't know why Billick doesn't have the any key out of 2. If you're going to redig 7, if you're going to redig 6, why aren't you redigging 2? But it's good that you're redigging because, yeah.
He doesn't want to pay the mugger.
That's right. I mean, but save and retry, like I was saying earlier, like save your game, pay the mugger. If you don't like it, retry, Because you was just on Candle Row, and you can use a take any, or an any road rather, to go do, not to mention your recorder. You can flute to 2, so you can go start screen, flute to 2, pay the mugger, see that it's the any key, retry if you don't like it, or keep it.
But does he want to spend the heart because he needs 2 keys to pay the mugger?
Yeah, it's true.
With keys.
It's just unfortunate that he's so determined. I mean, what if it's the silvers? You have to pay it.
And Kigalas is up to 7 Triforce himself. All right.
Kigalas is just flying now. Kigalas, I think, actually had dug all the items out of several levels, but left the Triforces behind. That was the case for, I believe, 4 and 5. So those 4 and 5 digs were just quick cleanups for Kigalas.
Nice clock.
Yeah. Great room to get a clock in. A Wizrobe Dark Nut room that'll stay cleared because of the bubbles. Save those hearts for later in the level.
Time eggs. You just walk past it. You have 10 hearts.
Yeah.
It's literally... It was literally right there.
Well, we've seen one runner fail to pick up mags at 10 hearts already, and I don't know if it was Kigalas who tried, so that's maybe why. Yeah.
Kigalas have the whole Triforce? According to his tracker, he does, and he's in 9.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, we know silvers are here. This could just be a ladderless seed. Why not?
Ladderless until Zelda's in a Chevy.
That's right. I love it. I'm cheering for it. I've been wanting to be kind to these runners, but I'm cheering for Zelda in a Chevy. Let's go. Ooh, ladder was in 9. Okay. I still want to see Zelda in a Chevy, because that would make that worthwhile. Oh yeah, Coast Heart. That's why we found all the heart containers and didn't
Billick's
have
back in too.
hearts. Good. Good. Please pay the mugger. Just get the information and then decide if you want to refund your purchase or not. You might keep it with 0 keys.
I guarantee he'll keep it. He'll be like, okay, what's this item?
Yeah, I was joking a little bit when I said maybe.
And then he'll be like, really? I could have had this an hour ago?
Yeah. The good news is it didn't throw the race for him or anything. He kept it close. He's still got 8 and 7. Kigalas is in 9, but I don't think that was the decider. Definitely hurt, but it wasn't the decider. Kigalas still taking transports in 9. So what we're looking for in 9 usually is the roar and the door. The roar being Ganon, because you can hear his sound effect from one room over, and that gives you a little bit of a radar on where Ganon is, being able to detect him through one solid wall. And the door of Zelda, the shutter door that doesn't open when it should, that means Zelda's on the other side, and it won't open until you've beat Ganon. However, this level 9 is special. We're also looking for the silvers. So Kigalas is going to be taking staircases to get those silvers. And chat, help us out. Us commentators can't hear game audio. If you hear the roar, let us know. Also, didn't I say earlier that Wizrobe's Dark Nuts wouldn't be in 9 because we'd already seen them in too many of the other dungeons? Oops.
Yeah, we only seen them.
So Wizrobes and Dark Nuts everywhere. That's nasty.
Just blame Dave.
Yep, that's Dave. Thanks, Dave. Dave, if you're still here, your punishment is that you have to play this seed after. Even with full information, you're right. I mean, even with full information, I still don't want to play this one. Very combat heavy. Very, very combat heavy.
Yeah, because if he's seen it, he knows just 1 to 8, one room to the right, free white sword.
Oh, yeah. And then get your red ring out of 1, and then do it much faster. Okay, yeah, good point. Spoilers actually do make it a lot easier.
And
could this be our silvers?
Well, yeah.
Billick getting the information on the other item in 5.
He's doing cleanup work.
Yeah. Also a well-fought and hard-fought manhandle in a moat room without a ladder. So Billick now close to having the same information as Kigalas, that the goods are apparently in 9, the ladder and silvers. What a 9.
Oh, most likely in 9. Like
yeah,
Pat was saying, we haven't seen all of 7.
That's true.
Billick's going back to 4.
Maybe Billick doesn't have the second item in 4. I could see. I mean, dig everything first, I guess.
Make 9 one trip.
Yeah.
You're coming up on an hour and a half, so you gotta be thinking. It's like,
Yeah. Where is my opponent? Indeed. But you also have to just assume your opponent has had as rough of a time in this seed as you have. I mean, Billick would be right if he assumed his opponent didn't have the silvers yet. So, and they both had 4 or 5 Triforce pieces at like the 1 hour mark. So, it's reasonable to dig this. I mean, (1Q9) is a beast of a dungeon. Okay, now Billick knows it. If Billick had bought the hints, that would have told Billick not to do this. Instead, neither player bought the oh no, Kigalas bought the second set of hints. That's where the silver hint was. So Kigalas bought both sets of hints. Billick did not. And that may have been more of a decider than the any key, really.
I thought the silver hint was.
Oh, it was an old man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was an
in a
old
level.
man in a level.
So the second set of hints actually went unpurchased. Could have been a Guria Grumbles with the item we haven't found hint, which at this point I'm betting is Power Bracelet. Because, see, Billick farming for bombs. Kigalas taking staircases. Little does Billick know time is running out. Gotta go to 8, gotta blitz 9. Alright, we're in 8. So let's see where we go from here. Looks like most of the 8's been explored. Could just try force and go. You've already... Level 9 does have 6 pairs of transports and 2 item stairs. 14 stairs total. Quite a bit.
He hasn't seen the boomerang in 8 yet.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. So he wants to dig that. I mean, I don't blame him.
And it's a staircase because if he remembers, the white sword was in that room.
Yes.
It is Dark Nut.
Heaven.
Dark Nuts are having a convention in level 9.
Yeah, the vanilla enemy set is Whiz Robes and Pancakes. This is Whiz Robes and Dark Nuts. I think I'd rather have the pancakes. And the Pole's voices, you know, you buy an arrow, the Pole's voices are pretty easy. Okay, is this the room? Not yet. One strategy means you take the connector so you can cross off the other side, like, you know, because when you emerge from the other side, you know that's not your silvers either. So that's like another push block room you can cross off. But I mean, I also understand wanting to keep going in a direction where you have progress. I mean, it's all random. At the end of the day, you make the correct turn in 9 or you don't. Every random room is just as good. Can't fault anybody for the way they choose to play it.
Yeah, just play the way you do.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of these runners is looking for a staircase. Shoot room. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize that Triforce was so out of the way. It looks close to start, but between the shoot room and that bomb wall not opening, do you actually have to take a transport? Like, is this 8 secretly segmented like vanilla? Oh my goodness. What if this wall doesn't open? Oh my god. What is wrong with this 1Q8? 1Q8 is usually a nice dungeon. Oh my gosh.
All it takes is one bomb wall that you don't do.
Yeah.
No,
that is that easy. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that's where the shoot was. There's the triangle. So Billick, if Billick goes to 9 right now, won't be going too far behind Kigalas. And could always correct order Ganon or correct order the Silvers. In the forest is an anxious to death. Hint, hint. Get your level 9 on. Is this the banana? I think this is the banana.
It has to be.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a real level 9 showdown. This is exciting. Wow. All that digging, all that combat, and it's gonna come down to this crazy 1Q9 with silvers in it somewhere.
Kigalas has a huge advantage. He's seen most of the staircases. He found the ladder right away. So
yeah, Billick could walk away from that ladder instead of walking into the ladder. That would be unfortunate.
But I haven't seen a lot of water rooms in this 9 either.
And chat hasn't told us they found a Dark Nut, found Ganon. So I mean, you know, there's still Ganon and Zelda outstanding. So besides silvers, the hunt is still very much on. But you're right, though. Kigalas has had... I wasn't keeping track of time, but I estimate a 5 or 8 minute lead going into 9, which is pretty significant.
But all it takes is that one bomb hole that the second runner gets, then the first runner missed.
That's right. That's right. And like I said, even finding silvers first still wouldn't decide the race because there's Ganon and Zelda after that. So.
But I mean, just eyeballing how much time he's been in here and the amount of rooms, I think Kigalas has to know kind of where Ganon has to be if he hasn't heard the roar yet.
Yeah, I agree. Kigalas does have about 40% of the map filled in. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but it was 2 big columns, so Ganon's probably in the middle somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the ladder room. Silvers to kill the beast lie in the northwest or east?
Northeast. So that's a very helpful hint. Not just truthful this time, helpful. And Fred fixed the bug where it was not truthful. Billick finds the quick ladder just like Kigalas did. Excellent. Still don't know if it's required, but Kigalas has already been using it to do Red Wizrobe combat in a moat room. So the ladder is helping with combat. Yes, that's right. The ladder is helping with combat. Like this room right here. Do you want to fight those Red Wizrobes or you want to cheat? No, you cheat. I like how Billick pauses a little bit there. Like, you can step over that water. I know you've been playing for an hour and a half without it, but you can step over that water.
Where's Kigalas going?
I was assuming Fairy Fountain, but then surprised me and went over here instead. Bombs?
Potion.
Yeah. Billick taking connectors.
And I assume he's going to go back to the Fairy Fountain, then go back into 9.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely walking in the path of the Fairy Fountain. I would too. Good call. I mean, solid defensive play by Kigalas.
Go to the one spot where you know for sure there's a potion shop. Now, but Billick doesn't know it, but he's close to the silvers, according to that hint. He could steal this.
He could. I haven't seen any Zelda doors yet. This is, the Great Equalizer strikes again, yep. This time it was the Great Equalizer, partially in terms of combat. Kigalas got that hint on the silvers location, the top right quadrant. Meanwhile, took a dip to get a potion and a refill because the combat was just that hard, even with the red ring. And in the time he spent getting health refills, Billick may have stumbled into the silvers area.
I don't think Kigalas is lucky with hearts and fairies as much as Billick has. So there's a little bit of luck with that too. True.
Part of the reason Kigalas died was because he ran out of health. Yes, that's right. Kigalas died because he ran out of health. Mm-hmm.
Could this be Zelda right here?
What if the entire solution is in northeast of Skull? Ganon, Silvers, and Zelda, and the race is over in like a minute.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yep. Hey, we've seen enough of this. Not that room. It could still be true, but not that room. Kigalas taking a connector, which I believe Kigalas knows is going to take him to the top right. Yep, okay. So Kigalas had that hint. Silvers are in northeast of Skull. Is now just 1 or 2 rooms behind Billick. So they are now exploring the same places. Kigalas with a little bit more confidence. Having the hint and having a full potion. Does Billick have that potion in his pocket? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but here's a staircase. Silvers. He's first to silvers.
As soon as that block pushed, I knew it was silvers. Oh boy. Oh boy.
But does he know where the pig is? And that's in the vanilla red ring room, too.
Yeah. Which Kigalas is going towards. It's one north and one east of here. Now, this is a push block room, so Kigalas is going to want to clear it or pass. This is not a push block room.
Good shutter.
Shutter? Oh, yeah, you're right. There was a shutter, so it won't be.
Yeah.
Good eye. Kigalas is only a minute behind on those silvers. Oh, my goodness. But how this race has turned. So Kigalas probably entered 9 with, like I said, a 5 or 8 minute lead. But now is a minute behind on the silvers. So where's the pig? Oh, boy.
But here's the thing. He knows where he's had a lot more exploration.
Yes.
Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't.
He might know
a better idea where to. Yeah, he's got a better idea where Ganon is not. And
he will have a better Zelda dig as well. Because he also knows where Zelda isn't as well. So this is getting really spicy.
Billick has no idea how lucky he was just going up in that direction.
Yeah. Up, and it just led to the silvers. Oh, man. Can we get out of this room? 4 blue dark nuts and corner shooters in the dark. Why would you do this to me, game? And by game, I mean Dave. Why would you do this to me, Dave?
He thinks it's funny. Here's Ganon.
Oh my goodness. Ganon was also technically in northeast of Skull. Yeah. That is northeast of Skull. Yeah. So now if one of those other 2 shutter doors is Zelda, that was the whole solution in northeast. Kigalas isn't that far off.
Normally, it's a single shutter door room, but with Ganon, that's the one exception where there can be multiple shutter door rooms, and Zelda could be one of them.
Indeed. Billick using the safety strats. Oh, they're both in Ganon's room. Billick using the safety strats on Ganon gets the job done.
Goes up. There's Zelda.
Billick
steals it. Stealed it.
Wow.
Well, Kigalas go down or up once he gets Ganon down.
Kigalas has that potion now, so Kigalas will definitely win this fight. With the red ring and white sword, that many hearts potion, Kigalas will win. Yeah, 2 potions. Oh my goodness, what a small difference. Get your GGs in chat for Billick. I can't believe it. Wow.
Ooh.
Level 9 did 9 things. Ooh.
Half a heart. Will he go up or down?
He drinks the potion. I mean, I don't blame him. Too. Yeah, because what if you go up and it's Wizrobes and you get shot, you know? But what if you go up and it's Zelda? It's Zelda. GG. Wow.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to get these racers in chat or interview.
He was in 9 for a solid 10 minutes before. Oh. Yeah, the time difference is 40 seconds.
Wow.
141.56, 142.36. 40
amazing
seconds.
Yeah. Welcome.
Hello. GG.
We're joined by both Billick and Kigalas. Congratulations, both of you. Wow.
That was GLC.
That was pretty close.
Indeed. So before I tell you about the seed, I want you to tell me how you felt about it. Kigalas, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts going through that seed?
There were way too many blue wizard rooms and dungeons.
Yeah, we were joking the whole seed about the Wizrobes and Dark Nuts being in every single dungeon as the common enemies, and that's just mean. We were blaming Panzer Dave for it. Just incredible. You both bought that blue ring. What a crazy combat scene. How about you, Billick?
Well, fortunately, there was a ton of combat stuff early that helped. That kind of took the edge off as far as all the wizarobes and stuff. I mean, it still was tough combat, but that made it kind of doable. And then the siege just kind of ran us all over the place, and I was short on keys the whole way. I guess probably should have. If I had, you probably saw me think about paying that mugger at the very start, and then I
Mhm.
decided not to, and ended up going back and getting the any key, which I probably needed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that was like my first item.
that was a key difference between you two. Kigalas found that mugger room guarding the any key with just 3 hearts, so it was free. Kigalas could pay the heart, which didn't actually pay the heart, just dropped him to 0 HP, and he walked straight through and picked up the any key.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's nice. Yeah, I didn't have that luxury, but yeah, I thought about still giving up the heart, but I ended up not. Which we ended up getting the red ring pretty early as well, so the hearts weren't that relevant. And we had white sword early. I had white sword early, at least. I don't remember. I think it was very early though.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about hopefully, oh, do up a save, whistle back to 2, pay the 2 keys because at the time you had 3 keys, and if you don't like the item, then just retry back out of it. That's what we were thinking you were gonna do.
Yeah, you chose to dig 6 and 7 before 2. Um, but you know what though? If you had dug 2 before 6 and 7, I don't know if it would have sped you up too much because despite playing most of the seed without the any key, you were fairly even with Kigalas for information and Triforces. Like I think about an hour in, you were both sitting on 4 or 5 Triforces, so it wasn't too bad. Kigalas did 4 and got the bow first, but Billick, you did um, another dungeon first. I think you finished 5 or did one first. You definitely did one first. It ended up balancing out mostly. Kigalas did get into 9 with a significant lead. Kigalas, you entered 9 uh, Freedom Fighter. How early would you say? I was guessing 5 or 8 minutes. I think you said 10 minutes.
Well, I got
Uh,
ladder at 124.
You
So
got the ladder at 124. Okay, so we'll say you entered 9 at like 122 because both of you picked up the ladder at about the same. You took the same path to the ladder. So,
yeah,
yeah,
I want to. Yeah, I want to say it was at least a 10-minute head start.
yeah. And you dug all that 9, took all the connectors, and then left to get a potion and a heart refill. And Billick came in and just walked straight to the silvers pretty
oh
much,
jeez, I
which is
thought it was
how it
pretty.
happened.
I did think it was funny how it said the silvers were in the northeast of the skull, and it was the very northeast room.
Yeah, the very northeast. In fact, the silvers, the beast, and the kidnapped were all in northeast of Skull. Um,
Yeah, and
yeah,
you were calling that too. You're
I
like, wouldn't
did.
it be
Yeah,
funny if they were all 3?
if they were all 3 up there, yep. I mean, we look at this 40-second difference here as being incredibly close. It could have been 30 seconds if you didn't use that potion in front of Zelda. Like, of course, I'm glad you used that potion. You never know if you're going to get shutter doored into spike traps. So good thing you used the potion, but it's just funny that, you potioned in front of Zelda.
Yeah,
Um,
that and didn't want to bogey and run into the fire and die.
yep, yep. More people than Bogey have done that, and yeah, yeah. So like, and what a close race. Yeah, there was a lot of tough combat. Interesting overworld divergence. But then in the end, level 9 did 9 things.
Were either one of you worried that ladder ended up in 9?
I didn't
Yes.
really. I mean, I didn't really think about it. I was like, well, it could be a 9. I mean, I was thinking, well, maybe 3, but I didn't really want to go back to 3. So
Although I think I almost full cleared. I think the only item I have in my tracker that isn't marked is the floor item in 7.
And that has to be the power
Correct.
bracelet.
Yeah. You both dug combined. You dug every single item except the floor item in 7, which is how we know it's the useless power bracelet.
And I didn't get the ladder heart. That was the other thing I didn't get.
Yeah.
The coast heart.
I think all 3 overworld items were heart containers. Yeah. Dungeons were loaded. Yeah. How about that required raft? Thanks, Gabe. But you both found it, fortunately. Skipping raft in 6 was a very real possibility, but fortunately, both of you, a little bit blessed, didn't skip. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Actually,
lucky. I think I
yeah.
got pretty lucky, even though I don't know, I got unlucky in some ways and lucky in other ways, I think, in that seed.
Yeah, I think we both did.
Yeah, it sounds like you got pretty screwed over by 9, which is 9 can do that too.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, I don't feel bad. I mean, I knew it could go either way.
Yeah, Kigalas got beat up by Wizrobes in 4 or 5. Well, actually, both of you did. But immediately after you got the bow, you walked into a room of 8 Wizrobes and just bam, died. And you're like, no, I'm out of here.
I think you both double dipped 4 and 5 for combat reasons, and it was absolutely justified. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I triple dipped 5 actually.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Like there was that one room with the 8 blue Wizrobes and the corner shooters, and then other rooms with blue Wizrobes and shutters and blue dark nuts. And it's like, game, can we please not? This is only level 5, and then 4 had it, and 1 had it, and 9 had it.
And
Yeah.
3.
And 3. Yeah. 5 levels had the Wizrobe Dark Nut set. Like, game, stop. Gosh. Yeah. I mean, brutal seed. Yeah. I'd be curious what your death counts were, but I'm not going to make you share. If you want to keep that private, go ahead. Man, it's just.
Mine says 11.
I can bring it up actually. Actually, it's 6, which I think for that seed is not bad.
No, not at all. GG.
Oh.
But I think it's mostly like we got so much combat stuff. Like getting White Sword early was just incredibly important. Like dipping into 8 and finding that was just huge. And yeah, and then getting both rings. I think the blue ring helped early, and then finding red ring and one relatively early that helped a ton.
Oh yeah, Kigalas, how much money did you spend on this seed? You bought a blue ring, you bought a red arrow, you bought 3 hints. I forget if you bought a bomb upgrade. No, you bought something else expensive.
Red potions.
2 red potions. That's right. A magic shield. You bought a magic shield.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
I spent like $5 on bombs.
Yeah. 1 rupee bombs. Did not spend a fortune on those. It's just funny because I'm gonna grab a calculator and add all that up. I'm like, did you spend 1,000 rupees on this seed or what? Like, yeah.
Well, when the large is 140, I mean, what you gonna do with it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you put it all to great use. Yeah. If you got the money, spend it. It's a resource. Yeah.
Yeah, glad I didn't have to buy keys, having that any key really early.
Yeah.
I was very close to buying keys. If I didn't find any key in 2, I probably would have bought a key or 2.
Yeah,
I was blocked by keys a lot in that seed. Like I had to go back into, I think 8. I think I needed to go back into because of keys, and maybe one other dungeon. I don't remember which one, but yeah, I had to redip. Might have been 4.
All right. Anyway, we should probably wrap it up. GG's to both of you. So Billick, you're now 1 and 2. Is that correct?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Yeah. The hope of making the upper bracket is still alive, you know. Kigalas, unfortunately, this puts you at 0 and 3, but the tournament's not over. We were talking earlier about second chance bracket and continuing to play even after Swiss. So the tournament's not over for anyone yet. Yes, yeah, that's true. You're right. Thank you, Fury. You're right. Oh, and our tracker was just reminding me, Fury SK. Oh, thank you, Fury, for tracking and restreaming this race. But yeah, Fury was just reminding me, 2 and 3 has a play-in race to get into the ladder as well. So even at 0 and 3, Nobody's out. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So 2 and 3. Hope is still alive. And good luck to both of you next week. Give you each a chance to say some parting words.
Yeah, thanks everybody for getting this race on. Like the volunteers for this tournament have been awesome. Like how many races are being streamed is amazing. Just thank you for getting so many races on.
Yeah, thanks again to the crew, and good luck going forward, Billick.
You too, thanks.
All right. Well, that's all I got to say. Thank you, Freedom Fighter. It's been a pleasure doing commentary with you.
Yes, thank you, Catastrophe and Fury, for giving us the opportunity to stream this race. It was a fun time tonight.
Yeah. What a finish. Glad I got to see it.
Right.
Well, I believe that was the last race of the night, but there's always more tomorrow. Let me take a quick look at the schedule, and we'll cut stream on that. Where's? Oh yeah, we
There's
got.
a total of 5 races tomorrow.
Mhm.
All of these times are Eastern time. There's one at 8, one at 6, one at 8, one at 9:30, one at 10, and 11:15.
Interesting.
Our tracker is in the 8 o'clock race. So
Everyone go cheer Fury SK on. Fury versus Sausage Link. That's right. 2% Chungus VTorp. Captain Green 7 versus Cantaloupe. These are all great matches. And Rando the Commando versus Sharky. Brewers Fang JP, who I believe won the Rookie Rumble, versus Tabby Orange. Wow.
They were
All-
1 and 2
all
in the
great.
Rookie Rumble. Tabby won.
Oh, Tabby won. Wow. My bad. Thank you.
But yeah, they're both in the Rookie Rumble final rematch. Pretty cool.
they're both.
I'm sorry, I got the winner of the finals mixed up. Whoops. Oh wow, so wait, that's actually a rematch. Oh, that's even better. Oh, gotta watch that one. That's great. Well, I think that's all for us tonight. Have a good night. Yep. Have a good night. Keep watching Zelda 1.
Yep. Good night, everyone.